My child, pause right where you are. Do not scroll. Do not look away. Do not let this moment slip past you. I am calling you, and you feel it deep within your spirit. This is not random. This is not coincidence. I have arranged this exact moment for you to hear me, because something important is about to unfold in your life. There is a divine urgency surrounding you right now, and I need you to listen closely. I am speaking to you clearly. You have 15 minutes left. Do not let fear take over your heart when you hear those words. This is not about destruction. It is about awakening. 15 minutes before a shift. 15 minutes before clarity breaks through the confusion you have been carrying. 15 minutes before a decision, a realization, or a step of obedience changes the direction of your path. You are standing at a spiritual crossroads, and I am inviting you to see what you have been unable to see until now. You have been feeling restless lately, haven't you? Questions have filled your mind. You have wondered why things have not moved the way you expected. Doors have stayed closed. Answers have seemed delayed. And deep inside, there has been a quiet tension, as if something is about to happen but you cannot fully explain it. That feeling is not your imagination, my child. That is me preparing your heart for this very moment. There is something hidden beneath your current situation, a truth, a secret that I have been carefully unfolding in your life. And when you finally see it, it will change everything. It will shock you, not because it will harm you, but because it will open your eyes to what I have been doing all along. You will realize that what felt like waiting was actually positioning. What felt like silence was actually preparation. What felt like confusion was leading you directly into clarity. So stay here with me. Do not rush ahead. Do not let distractions steal this moment from you. I am speaking with intention, and every word matters. Your heart must be open, your spirit must be still, and your attention must remain here, because this message is not just information, it is transformation. And my child, before I take you deeper, I want you to respond. If you could feel my presence in this moment, if something inside you is stirring, then act on it. Like this video as a sign that you are listening. Comment, I am ready to declare your openness to what I am about to reveal. Share this message with 3 people, because they are also standing on the edge of something greater and may not even realize it yet. And subscribe, so you do not miss the moments when I speak again. Hype this video, not for attention, but because my voice needs to reach those who are searching in silence. And now listen carefully, my child, because these next moments carry more weight than you understand. The time you feel slipping away is not against you. It is aligning for you. My child, I see you. I see the places in your heart that you have kept hidden from everyone else. I see the silent battles you fight when no one is around. I have watched every tear you tried to wipe away quickly, hoping no one would notice. I have heard every prayer you whispered, even the ones you could not finish because the weight felt too heavy. Nothing about your journey has been invisible to me. You have been in a season that has stretched you. There were moments when you felt strong, but there were also moments when you questioned everything. Your direction, your purpose, even your own strength. You wondered if you were doing something wrong, if you had missed a sign, or if I had gone silent. But my child, I was never silent. I was working in ways you could not yet see. I know how confusing it has felt. You expected certain doors to open, yet they remained closed. You thought things would move faster, yet everything seemed delayed. You gave your effort, your faith, your patience, and still you found yourself waiting longer than you thought you could endure. And in those quiet moments, you asked me, why is this happening? Why now? But listen to me closely, you were not being ignored. You were being prepared. Every delay carried purpose. Every closed door carried protection. Every moment of uncertainty was shaping something within you that could not be formed any other way. I was strengthening your heart, refining your patience, and aligning circumstances that you could not control. What you thought was a pause was actually a process, and I have been guiding you through it step by step. You are not behind, my child. You are not forgotten. You are not disqualified. In fact, you are exactly where you need to be for what is about to happen next. I chose you for this moment because I know your heart. I know your resilience, even when you feel weak. I know your faith, even when doubt tries to whisper louder. I know that despite everything, you are still here, still listening, still seeking me. And that matters more than you realize. There were times when you almost gave up. Times when you felt like walking away, like settling for less, like accepting that things might never change. But something inside you kept holding on. That was not coincidence, my child. That was my hand sustaining you. Even when you did not recognize it, I was giving you just enough strength to take one more step, to breathe one more breath, to keep going one more day. You have been chosen for this moment not because you are perfect, but because you are willing. Willing to listen. Willing to grow. Willing to trust, even when the path is unclear. And that willingness has brought you here, right into this divine appointment. So do not doubt your place anymore. Do not question whether you belong in this moment. You do. I have called you by name, and I have brought you here with intention. And now, my child, because you are ready, I will begin to reveal what you could not see before. My child, now listen carefully, because this is where your understanding begins to shift. The secret you have been waiting for is not hidden from you to harm you. It has been hidden to prepare you. What I am about to reveal will change the way you see everything you have gone through. You thought you were being delayed, but you were being aligned. Yes, my child, every moment that felt slow, every door that refused to open, every plan that did not work out the way you expected, it was not rejection. It was my protection and my positioning. You were looking at your life through the lens of timing, but I was working through the lens of purpose. And purpose does not rush. Purpose prepares. There were things you asked me for that you were not yet ready to carry. Not because you were incapable, but because the weight of what I am bringing into your life requires strength, wisdom, and clarity that could only be developed through the very season you questioned. If I had given it to you too early, it would have overwhelmed you. If I had opened those doors too soon, you would have stepped into spaces you were not yet equipped to sustain. So I slowed things down, not to frustrate you, but to form you. What you saw as loss was often my hand removing what could not go with you into your next season. What you felt as silence was me working behind the scenes, aligning people, circumstances, and outcomes in ways you could not yet understand. And what felt like confusion was actually the breaking of old patterns, making room for clarity that is now beginning to rise within you. This is the secret, my child. Nothing was wasted. Not your waiting. Not your tears. Not your questions. Not even your moments of doubt. I have been weaving everything together with intention. Every step you took, even when you felt unsure, has brought you closer to this exact moment of awakening. You were never off track. You were on a path that required trust beyond what you could see. And now you are beginning to see it differently. That restlessness you felt was not a sign that something was wrong. It was a signal that something was about to shift. You were being stretched because you were growing. You were being held back because I was setting the stage ahead of you. My child, I am telling you this now because your perspective must change before your situation does. If you continue to see delay as denial, you will miss the beauty of what I am building. But if you trust me, if you understand that my timing carries purpose, then you will step into what is coming with peace instead of fear. You are closer than you think, closer to clarity, closer to breakthrough, closer to the very thing you have been praying for. Now receive this truth fully, because it is the key that unlocks what comes next. And as this truth settles into your spirit, I am calling others into this same awakening through you. When you sow into this message, you become part of the harvest I am bringing into many lives. As it is written, give, and it will be given to you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. I am speaking that promise over you now. If your heart is stirring, this is your moment to respond. Say within yourself, Lord, I will be a vessel for your word. And act on it. Use the super thanks, or give through the PayPal link placed in the description and shown as a QR code in this video. This is not just support. It is a seed in fertile ground. What you release in faith, I will multiply in ways you cannot imagine. Do not hesitate. Step into this moment of obedience and sow. My child, now that you are beginning to see the truth, I need to gently correct what has been shaping your thoughts. Not to shame you, not to discourage you, but to guide you back into alignment with me. Because I love you too much to let you continue in a mindset that keeps you restless when I have called you into peace. You have been trying to control what was never yours to control. Yes, my child, you have been holding tightly to timelines, outcomes, and expectations that you created in your own understanding. You planned how things should unfold. You decided when doors should open. You imagined how quickly answers should come. And when those things did not happen the way you expected, your heart became heavy with confusion and disappointment. But listen to me, your timeline is not my timeline. I do not move according to pressure. I do not act according to fear. I do not rush because you feel urgency. I move with precision, with purpose, and with a vision that sees far beyond what you can comprehend right now. And when you try to force what I am still preparing, you create frustration within yourself that I never intended for you to carry. There were moments when you tried to make things happen on your own. You pushed doors that I had not opened. You revisited paths that I had already closed. You held on to people, opportunities, or ideas longer than you should have, hoping they would become what you desired. But my child, I was not in those attempts. And that is why they left you feeling drained instead of fulfilled. I am not asking you to stop caring. I am asking you to stop striving. There is a difference. Caring comes from trust. Striving comes from fear. And I did not create you to live in fear of missing out or falling behind. You are not behind, and you have not missed your moment. But you must release the need to control how everything unfolds. Surrender is not weakness, my child. It is alignment. When you surrender, you allow me to lead you into what is truly meant for you. When you let go of your grip on outcomes, your hands become open to receive what I have prepared. And what I have prepared is far greater than what you have been trying to force. I need you to trust me enough to wait without anxiety. Trust me enough to move when I say move, and to be still when I say be still. Trust me enough to believe that if something is not happening yet, it is because I am still working on something you cannot see. Do not confuse my delay with absence. Do not mistake my silence for inaction. I'm always working, even when it feels quiet. And my child, release the pressure you have placed on yourself. You were never meant to carry the weight of figuring everything out alone. That is why I am here. That is why I am speaking to you now. Let go and let me lead. My child, breathe for a moment. Release the tension you have been carrying in your heart. I know how heavy it has felt. I know there were nights when your thoughts would not quiet down, when your spirit felt tired, and when you questioned if you had the strength to keep going. But I am telling you now, you are not alone in this, and you never have been. Even in your weakest moments, I was right there beside you. When you felt like giving up, I was the reason you held on a little longer. When your strength ran out, I became your strength. When your mind filled with doubt, I was still speaking truth over you, even if you could not fully hear it. You may have felt isolated, but you were never abandoned. I have been walking with you through every step, every delay, every unanswered question. You have come farther than you realize. Look back, my child. There were seasons you thought you would never survive. Situations that felt too overwhelming. Emotions that felt too deep. Yet here you are still standing, still seeking, still listening. That is not coincidence. That is evidence of my hand upon your life. I have been carrying you even when you thought you were walking on your own. I know your heart has grown weary at times. Waiting can feel exhausting. Not knowing can feel uncomfortable. And trusting when you cannot see the full picture can stretch you in ways that feel almost unbearable. But I want you to understand something deeply. Your endurance is not in vain. Every step you have taken in faith has strengthened you. You are not the same person you were before this season began. You have grown in ways you may not yet fully recognize. Your patience has deepened. Your awareness has sharpened. Your spirit has become more sensitive to my voice. Even in the struggle, I have been shaping you into someone who can carry what is coming next. And what is coming, my child, requires this strength. So do not see your current moment as weakness. Do not label your weariness as failure. You are being refined, not rejected. You are being strengthened, not set aside. I am building something within you that will sustain you in the next chapter of your life. Lean on me now more than ever. You do not have to figure everything out. You do not have to carry every answer. You do not have to force clarity. Just stay close to me. Stay in my presence. Let my voice quiet your fears and steady your heart. Because when you walk with me, you will never walk alone. And hear this clearly, my child, I am not finished with you. What you are feeling right now is not the end. It is the preparation before something greater. Strength is rising within you. Hope is being restored. And even now, I am working in ways that will soon become visible to you. So lift your head, steady your heart, and keep moving forward with me. My child, now I want you to listen with expectation, not fear. Because what I am about to speak over you is not just comfort, it is promise. And my promises are not empty words. They are living truth, already set in motion, already moving toward fulfillment in your life. Something is about to shift. You have felt the pressure, the stretching, the waiting, but what you did not see is that all of it has been leading to this very turning point. I do not bring you this far just to leave you where you are. I do not prepare you without purpose. And I do not allow seasons of refinement without releasing the reward that follows obedience and trust. What I am bringing into your life will not look like what you expected, but it will be exactly what you need. I am aligning things in ways you cannot yet fully understand. I am opening doors that no one can shut. I am closing paths that would have drained you. I am positioning the right people, the right opportunities, and the right timing so that when it comes together, you will know it was my hand and not your striving. But hear me clearly, my child, this next step requires your trust. Not partial trust, not hesitant trust, complete trust. because the final moments before breakthrough often feel the most uncertain. This is where many people turn back. This is where doubt tries to grow louder. This is where fear whispers that nothing will change. But you are not like the others, my child. You have stayed. You have listened. And now you are being called to trust me fully. Do not be discouraged by what you still cannot see. Just because it has not appeared yet does not mean it is not already on its way. I am working beyond your vision, beyond your understanding, beyond the limits of what you think is possible. What I have prepared for you is not delayed. It is being delivered in the exact moment it is meant to arrive. And when it does, it will not bring confusion. It will bring peace. That is how you will know it is from me. I am not the author of chaos in your life. I bring clarity. I bring confirmation. I bring a deep knowing in your spirit that what is unfolding is aligned with my will. You will not have to force it. You will not have to chase it. I will meet you as you walk with me. So hold on just a little longer. Do not give in to frustration now. Do not step away when you are this close. The pressure you feel is not a sign to quit. It is a sign that something is about to break open in your favor. And when it does, you will understand why the waiting was necessary. I promise you this, my child, I am faithful to complete what I started in you. What I have spoken over your life will come to pass. Now trust me and stay ready. My child, now is the moment where listening must turn into action. You have heard my voice. You have felt my presence. You have begun to understand what I have been doing in your life. But now, I am calling you to respond. Not later. Not when everything feels easier. Now. Those 15 minutes I spoke to you about were not coincidence. They were a window, a divine invitation. And you are standing in it right now. This is your moment to choose trust over fear, surrender over control, faith over hesitation. Do not let this moment pass you by. I am not asking you for something complicated. I am asking you for your heart. I am asking you to pause everything else, even if just for a few minutes, and turn your full attention toward me. Step away from the noise. Step away from distraction. Come into a place of stillness, even if it is right where you are, and acknowledge me. Say it within yourself, or even out loud, Lord, I trust you. Let those words come from a place of sincerity, not perfection. You do not need perfect faith, you just need a willing heart. And as you speak those words, allow the weight you have been carrying to begin to lift. Release your timelines. Release your expectations. Release the outcomes you have been trying to control. Place them into my hands. This is what surrender looks like, my child. It is not weakness. It is alignment. It is the moment you stop trying to figure everything out and start trusting that I already have. And when you truly surrender, you will feel a shift inside you before you ever see a shift around you. I also want you to listen, not with your ears alone, but with your spirit. Because I am still speaking, even in the quiet. I will guide you. I will prompt you. I will give you peace about what to do next. But you must slow down enough to hear me. You must be willing to follow, even when the next step seems small or unclear. Obedience does not always feel dramatic, my child, but it is powerful. Sometimes it is as simple as letting go of something I have been asking you to release. Sometimes it is taking a step you have been avoiding. Sometimes it is choosing to trust me one more time when doubt tries to return. Whatever I place on your heart in this moment, do not ignore it. Act on it, because your response is connected to what comes next. Your obedience opens doors that effort alone never could. Your trust activates what I have already prepared for you. How take this moment seriously. Do not delay. Do not overthink. Do not wait for another sign. This is your sign. Come to me now, my child. Speak to me. Trust me. Surrender to me. And watch what I begin to do. My child, now rest in this moment with me. Let everything you have just heard settle gently into your spirit. You do not need to rush away from this. You do not need to carry anxiety about what comes next. I am already there, preparing the way for you, guiding what you cannot yet see. Remember what I have shown you today. You were never delayed. You were being aligned. You were never forgotten. You were being prepared. Every closed door, every moment of waiting, every feeling of uncertainty was part of a greater design that is now unfolding before you. And even now, as you stand in this moment, something within you has shifted. You may not have all the answers yet, but you have something greater. You have my truth. Hold on to that, my child. Because when doubt tries to return, when old thoughts try to whisper again, you must remind yourself of what I have spoken. You must choose to trust me, not based on what you see, but based on who I am. I am faithful. I am present. I am working all things together for your good, even when you cannot fully understand the process. Peace is yours now. Not the kind of peace that depends on circumstances, but the kind that comes from knowing you are in my hands. Let that peace calm your thoughts. Let it steady your heart. Let it remind you that you are not walking into the unknown alone. I am walking with you, guiding every step. And as you move forward from this moment, do so with expectation. Something is changing. Something is aligning. Something is being released into your life that will make sense of everything you have been through. Stay open. Stay obedient. Stay close to me. Because what is coming will require your trust, but it will also confirm everything I have spoken to you. Now before you go, hear me in this as well as I have poured this word into your life. I am calling you to become a vessel for others who are still searching, still waiting, still needing to hear my voice. When you choose to give, you are not supporting a channel. You are helping my word reach hearts that are on the edge of breakthrough. This is a moment of sowing, my child. Whoever sows generously will also reap generously, and I am speaking that over you now as a living promise. Say within your heart, Lord, I will help carry your light, and then act on it. Do not hesitate. Use the super thanks or give through the PayPal link placed in the description and shown as a QR code in this video. This is not just a gift. It is a seed planted into lives that are ready to be transformed. As you release it in faith, I will breathe upon it, multiply it, and return it to you in ways that will overflow into every area of your life. Step into this act of obedience now. And finally, my child, do not keep this message to yourself. Like this video as a sign that you received my word. Comment what touched your heart, so others may be encouraged through your voice. Share this with 3 people who need this exact message today. And subscribe, so you remain connected to the moments when I speak again. Hype this video, because my voice must reach those who are still waiting in silence. And I'll go with peace. I am with you always.